everybody, welcome back. We're so excited to be here with you guys, and thank you for being with us again today. And I want to say thank you so much to Erick Sosa for being here with us, our direct lender. He's going to help us get this message across to you.
Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Mary, for having me.
Thank you for being here.
So a couple weeks ago, we did a video on down payment assistance. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but Erick had mentioned a story of a woman, a single mom that he helped get into a home in 3 months. She had a low credit score, she had no money, 2 kids, 2 jobs. She just didn't think it was possible. She was very skeptical on the whole scenario, the whole situation. But she was able to do it in a 3-month period of time, which is crazy to me. And Erick was able to help her through the process.
Right, absolutely. So Erick, I mean, we all want to know, well, first of all, because you helped her, her FICO score was at a 570, right? Which is, you know, for most people, a low FICO score. And you got her, your goal was to get her to 640 to qualify for the down payment assistance program. But you surpassed that, even went to 655, which is crazy. It's an 85-point jump in just a matter of 3 months.
Right.
So, I mean, we got to know, how did you do that?
It's doable, first of all, so let me throw that in there. The biggest thing, especially when I first started speaking with her and helping her out, was getting her to believe, because she came to me as a non-believer.
Right.
You know, she was discouraged. She didn't have the idea of possibly purchasing.
Right. Skeptical.
Very skeptical. So the first step was a what-if simulator that I have access to.
Well, first of all, really quick, I want to point out that a couple of things, because one of the things that she didn't believe in was really herself, or the system, that it would ever happen for her. You know, buying a house is a huge thing for a lot of us. So she didn't believe it was happening there, but then also she didn't know you.
Right, good point.
So a lot of people, you know, are kind of hesitant. I don't know him, or how do I know he's going to do what he says he's going to do? You know, so that you overcame that too.
I did, and I did overcome that by actually meeting her in person, having a chance to sit down with her and go over her options. You know, the first step was the what if simulator, and a what if simulator, it's basically a credit score simulator that lets us know and puts a game plan together for this specific scenario, where they are now and where they need to be.
Awesome.
You know, and it really just outlines the entire plan of action. And in her specific scenario, it called for paying off 3 credit cards, which had pretty small balances, as well as adding herself as an authorized user on her mother's credit. So she was able to add herself on 2 established accounts, using her mom's credit, leveraging the credit in order to help her own situation out.
Okay, so I don't know if it's just me, but when I hear things like that, leveraging her mom's credit, using her mom's credit, I don't know if it's just me, but that to me kind of gives a lot of fear, a lot of oh, you know, I don't know. Does that hurt her mom's credit? Like, was that something that she felt overwhelmed to ask her mom? And is it kind of like co-signing for a car?
Good question.
You know, does it hurt the person's credit to do that?
So I completely understand where you're coming from. I mean, it can be invasive to ask a family member to use your credit.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, no, because it's already established credit that the mother already had.
Interesting.
So all she would be doing is adding her as an authorized user, and in return, the daughter gets to take advantage of the established credit that's already on the mother's credit report. So it's a win-win.
Yeah.
And most parents aren't in the situation to gift their kids money or their children money for a down payment or closing costs or whatnot. So any way, shape, or form they can help, they'll usually do something like that as on their account.
Right. So, and the good news is she had the willingness to see the plan of action through. She was able to pay off the 3 credit cards. She sent me the paid in full statements, and we're able to run a rapid rescore. And within the 3rd month, we boosted up her FICO to a 655 and got her approved.
That is incredible.
That's phenomenal.
So what about if somebody has student loans, collection accounts, medical bills? You know, how does that factor into getting qualified?
Right, and we see that all too often. People having medical, collection, student loans. Well, the good news with medical, we don't even consider it at all.
Wait, what?
So with medical, let's just say, take for yourself as an example, Gabby, let's just say you had a boatload of medical collections, we would not consider that as a lender.
Wow.
So yeah, we were totally blown away by this too before we started shooting.
Totally.
So don't let that discourage you if you do have old medical collections on there. It's something we actually overlook. Now, as far as collections and as far as student debt, we all have that, right? It's still doable. There's a lot of flexibility that we can get it done. So don't let that discourage you from getting started.
Wow, that's great news. So we have a true false
Question.
Is that what it is? True,
True,
false,
false
right?
question.
We have a
Yeah,
true,
Eric.
we have a true or false question for you. One last question. One
Let's
last
do it.
question. True or false? True or false, everybody? See if you can get it right. Try to answer it. So, this is the question. True or false? A 2-year work history in the same field of work is required in order to qualify for a home loan. True or false?
What do you think, Mary?
Well, at first I thought it was true.
I said true.
I said true.
False.
But it's false.
Crazy.
So let me clarify that for a moment. right?
Seriously, we've been in the business a while, and I totally, if I was going to talk to somebody today, I would have said the same. I would have said, no, you need to have 2 years in the same line of work. But we're wrong.
As long, just to clarify, if it's a W-2 employee going from one W-2 employer to another W-2 employer, then you're okay. You can qualify. So we're good.
So I could be a nurse one day and a banker the next day and still qualify if I've had 2 years work history.
Right, and if
W-2s.
it's W-2, we're okay.
Okay.
The only issue we would have, let's say if you're a banker and decided, hey, I would just want to open up my own business.
Be a realtor.
And be a realtor, you need 2 years to verify that 1099 income.
Wow.
Right, so it's doable.
Wow, that's amazing. I was so excited to hear that one.
Okay, so Eric, what would you recommend for those buyers that are on the fence right now, that have been on the fence, they're still not really sure if they want to buy? What do you have to say about that?
Fearful, like
they're
you're
just
like a
scared.
single mom.
Right. The best recommendation I can tell you is get off the fence, especially if you're waiting because, oh, I'm going to wait for prices to drop. Guess what? With the interest rate hike, that wipes out the price reduction. If you're in a credit repair situation, get started now because we can put a game plan together to eventually get you to purchase.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that, which brings us to our final point. You know, the reason that we wanted to bring this video up at this time of year right now, it's mid-October at the time that we're filming the video. And so timing is everything, so we thought, okay, great, 3 months, tax season is coming up. And for some people, they're pretty excited about that, right? So we thought, okay, look, if you got November, December, January, that's your 3 months right there. November, December, January.
Be here before you know it.
Right, you get your tax forms, you go get your taxes done, you get your tax returns. So whether you need help with your down payment assistance or you've got the money already, but you just need help getting that done, honestly, you get together with your lender 3 months from now, February, March, April, you could be house hunting and we could be selling, and we could be at your home housewarming party,
That's
right?
right.
And you have your own home. And so that's the goal of this video, is to encourage you, to let you know November, December, January, February could be a done deal for you. We'll be so excited if that is. So thank you again so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you like what you hear, if you like what we're sharing with you, please give us a like. Please give us a comment.
If there's anything you want us to cover,
yes.
we'd like to hear feedback on, if there's anything that you would like us to discuss. We would love to do a video just for you.
Just for you.
That's right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Talk to you soon.
Guys.